Christ had to say, my sheep hear my voice. Why? Because there was a lot of cats out here talking about they had the truth. But come on, man, we all know that's not the truth. But hold on, there's something that needs to be addressed first, because many of y'all out here thinking that just anybody can be the lost sheep. I hate to bust your bubble, but we're going to clear it up for you. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you've been deceived. That is a white Christian lie. That's Christian dogma, and does not coordinate with the scriptures that's in the Bible, because you have been raised underneath the Christian doctrine. You believe that this is Michael Jackson. It don't matter if you're black or white. Well, I hate to tell you, it does matter, at least according to Christ. See, your feelings or your emotions might tell you whatever. The pastor gonna do what he been doing. He gonna lie to you for that little cha-ching. However, man, we not gonna go against what the scriptures say. We can't do that. Nah. See, now that we got that established, let's move on. We breaking ground here. Now, who is the lost sheep? Alright, kids, so go over to the book of Matthew, chapter 1 and verse 21. We're gonna slow roast this thing for you. Don't worry. What it say? It say Mary gonna bring forth a son, and they gonna call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. And because the Christian church don't teach you a damn thing, the Bible is very possessive. It says that this son that's named Jesus is going to come forward and save his people. Let's pause right there. His, that is a possessive pronoun. You understand? That's possessive. Then it goes on to tell you what? There. Can anybody spell that word there for me that's used in this context? It says Their. That is a possessive term. Now, in the same book, go and scroll over to Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24. What does it say? That's right. This is a heathen woman that came up to Christ, meeting somebody that is not his people. Damn. Christ said out his own mouth, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Damn. What's wrong, Pastor? Cat got your tongue? So now that we got to understand that Christ was not the only one that was walking around talking about he got the truth, that he got the way, right? There was other people. You had the religious leaders, the Sadducees and the Pharisees, and all these people that was talking about, come follow me. So now, what does that mean? So again, Christ said, my sheep gonna hear my voice. We got to understand the context of the Bible. Why would Christ feel a need to say that my sheep gonna hear my voice? What was going on at that time? Well, the very same thing that goes on today. So if your ears just so happen to wander off into, anything that was against the one baptism that Christ was teaching, you pretty much fell into that category of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Why? Because you don't know who the hell you are. That's why you following what you're following now. So then our forefather Isaiah had to step in. He said in the book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3,